Hello, Steve Atkinson here, pastor of Abundant Life Fellowship with today's Word of the Week. Today's topic, thankfulness. Thankfulness is one of the greatest treasures in our Christian walk. For my life personally, learning to cultivate a life of thankfulness is something that I am the most thankful for, because thankfulness is kind of like a magnet. If you were to take a bowl of sand, you may think that there's no metal or no iron in there whatsoever. But if you take a magnet and you sweep it over, you will find that that bowl of what you thought was just dirt is full of iron. The magnet will be covered with iron. And that iron is kind of like the blessing God has for us, hidden in ordinary, everyday life. It's like a bowl of sand, ordinary, everyday sand. In ordinary, everyday life, God has hidden blessings for us. Not from us, but for us. And a thankful heart is like a magnet that draws it out. Psalm 100 verse 4 says that we enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. There's a key that is only found in thankfulness to enter into God's presence. All of us have experienced the dark night of the soul where God feels distant and it just seems like the heavens are brass. But thankfulness is a key to break through those seasons, to break through those times, and to enter into his presence. You know, the children of Israel and Joshua and Caleb are a really good example of the difference between thankfulness and expectancy and complaining and bitterness. When the children of Israel approached the promised land and the spies went in to scope it out, they brought back a report saying, this is too big, this is too hard, it can't happen. Because their life was rooted in what didn't happen and what might happen in a negative sense. Where Joshua and Caleb went to the same land, saw the same things, and yet their heart was rooted in a place of thankfulness and expectancy. And while the whole children of Israel didn't get to enter into the promised land at that time, they had to wait for 40 years, Joshua and Caleb got to enter into that promise. And in Joshua 14, I think it's verse 19, it said that Caleb, even though he was between 80 and 85 years old, was every bit as strong then at 80, 85 as he was at 40. Thankful heart positions us to receive the goodness and the abundance of God. It strengthens us, spirit, soul, and body. I really want to encourage you to press in to God, to ask him about thankfulness, to ask him to cultivate a thankful heart in you, because it is one of the most precious things that we can know in our relationship with God. Again, my name is Steve Atkinson, pastor of Abundant Life Fellowship here in St. Thomas. Some news for you. We, in the next couple weeks, are going to be changing our services from a Sunday morning to a Saturday night. We'll be meeting at number 2, 3rd Avenue in St. Thomas, the Atkinson Center. And we just feel God is going to be just stirring up revival in our city through these meetings. If you have any questions or prayer requests, please send us an email. Again, my name is Steve Atkinson, and God loves you and you are important and valuable. Thanks. Goodbye.